Hello, my extremely creative and intelligent Aquarians. This is Divinity Guidance, and I'm Goddess J. Looking forward to sharing my positive vibes with you today as we dive into the esoteric world of divination. All I ask is for you to build yourself some good karma by hitting the like button below and subscribing to all of my future videos so you do not miss my weekly readings that I release for all of my zodiac signs. If you wish to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. And today I'm using the Golden Girls deck that you can find also in the description box below with the link attached. Beautiful, Aquarius. You have the sun representing you in this reading. I have never been more happy to be an Aquarius right now. So, this is a large reading for my masses, for the collective, so please take or leave the parts that do or don't resonate with you, and cross-watchers, put yourself where you belong. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, is 10 of Cups, and this just means that you have everything you need. You're just going to be completely fulfilled. And this could even be a mindset with the Five of Pentacles sitting underneath that. You could just be changing your perception. And this seems to be a big obstacle for the air signs this coming month, is changing our viewpoint on situations, as we tend to be in our thoughts quite often. And so it looks like we're just about to change our mindset on things, and it's really going to do a number towards manifesting better outcomes in our life. Now, I just want to move my camera here so you can see the full reading. In your past, I have the King of Swords, and this means you've cut some people off, Aquarius, some very toxic energies. With an Aquarius, we are the masters at ghosting people. It's not that we do it intentionally, Aquarius. It's just that when we're done, we know that we've given things our all, and typically we've given more chances than we should have, and we're fixed signs. So if we set our minds to cut off negative energy, you're gone, and there doesn't have to be an explanation to it. You just know the truth, because we are overthinkers and we overassess situations. And so if we've thought it through and the pros and cons line up, and it says that you are not a good energy in an Aquarius's life, then you're gone. And that's just how it is. And typically when an Aquarius pulls away our air, as we're also the water bearer, but an air sign, we pour out knowledge and love and affection and just all these good vibes to the rest of the world in our cistern. And when people start giving us back negative energy and poisoning our water supply, we don't want to pour that negative energy and that toxic water to the rest of the world. And so you're just bringing our vibe down, man, and you got to go. So that looks like that has been your recent past, Aquarius. Sorry for my dogs barking. They want me to be with them right now, so shortly. All right, in your present, I have the Three of Swords, and you're just going through a lot of heartbreak. And the thing with an Aquarius, yes, we ghost people, but we love very, very deeply. And it's deeper than a lot of people can understand. We are the humanitarians of the zodiac. And our whole purpose in this lifetime is just to love other people and connect other people and connect humanity and make the world a better place. That's our only goal. That's our only objective. And typically a lot of people will lie and slander us because they don't understand how we are such good people. Like, what's our game? And so you tend to come across a lot of bad mouthing, a lot of slandering, a lot of lies being said on your name. And it's just because we're so mysterious, because we don't really need to set the record straight, because we don't give a dang about what anybody else thinks. And so we don't feel the need to explain ourselves, because we just don't care. We march to the beat of our own drummer. We are our own people. We're independent. And, you know, while we are all of these things, we do love very fiercely, as we are fixed signs. And so even though Aquarius can seem a little less fixed than the other signs, it does break our heart immensely when we lose out on somebody that we did really love. And so yeah, that's your present moment. You're just learning to feel the feelings, which is a very healthy way to go about it. And that's probably why you have the sun representing you in this entire reading, which is the most beautiful card of all 78 tarot cards. It just makes everything around it more positive. And the Three of Swords is just saying that you're allowing yourself to feel the emotions right now, Aquarius, which is a very mature outlook, as all signs can low vibe and high vibe. And sometimes we can disconnect from our emotions, being air. And this means that you're really not allowing yourself to run from your emotions. You're just going right into those deepest parts of yourself, working through those shadow sides. That way you can just put it to the side. Like I said, when we're done, we've weighed the pros and cons, and we're done. So that's what you're doing right now. You're weighing the pros and cons. You're addressing those shadow aspects of these relationships and what was good in them and what was not good in them, how they benefited you, how they didn't benefit you. And the thing that kind of scares people, intimidates them when they first run into you, Aquarius, and I'm speaking a lot about this just because I'm an Aquarius myself, and I've gone through these things, is people are very highly intimidated by you because they do not understand how they can put so much pain into your life and so many obstacles in your way, and you just keep getting better. And that's because Aquarius learns. We love learning. We are the sign of knowledge. We're probably the smartest sign in the zodiac, in a descriptive kind of way. I do not like to put these fixed personalities on everybody just because we are a culmination of our entire natal chart and planetary placements. But typically Aquarius tends to learn from our mistakes, and therefore that's why we become wiser. That's why we become stronger. That's why typically we are pretty naive in our younger years, and as we grow older we become very smart to the way that the world is. So you're just learning from this heartbreak at this time. Dorothy is very wise, and even though Stan cheated on her and ruined her entire marriage, she still became stronger and a force to be reckoned with. So that's definitely the energy you're tapping into at this time. In your feels, I have the Temperance card, and this is the card for Sagittarius. So regarding your feelings, it could be a Sagittarius on your mind, or it could also just be you wanting to find balance and harmony, learning some self-control and moderation within your spirit, and just knowing when is a good time to give energy to others and when is not. You're really being very King of Swords, your highest energy here, Aquarius, with your relationships moving forward. And in their fields, I have the Emperor. So somebody is trying to show up. This could be an Aries or a fire sign, but they're really showing up, trying to put all the moves on you. They really want to win you over. They see your worth, which if they were intelligent, they should. So the Emperor definitely wants to give you the world. They want to build an empire with you. So that's how your person is feeling at this time, Aquarius. Positives is Ace of Wands. You have just so much creativity around you, Aquarius. And over the past few weeks, I know that it's been a tiresome and going into a hermit mode kind of feeling and energy, but you're really starting to get the flow of thoughts coming to you, and there's just no stopping you at this time. You're starting new projects, you have new inspiration, you just have this urge to create, which is beautiful. Definitely manifest that. And in this new day and age, one job just doesn't cut it, you know? So it's smart to find new avenues of revenue and to build on that. Maybe starting something in the digital world, you know, that can make money as you sit and do nothing, you know? Just maybe start your own channel, put out some videos every week, and then those videos will generate the attention that other people want to give them. If they don't, move on. If they do, then good for you. But definitely some creative efforts paying off for you, Aquarius. However, in your negatives, I have the Queen of Cups. And so it kind of feels like while you're addressing your feelings, you're also running from emotions. And this typically happens when we have our heart broke. We just cut it off. We detach. And so just be mindful that you're not running from these emotions, Aquarius. And I seen this funny thing on the internet that said that Aquarius, that we try to learn as many lessons in life, but one of those lessons needs to be allowing ourselves to feel things and to go through these emotions. Typically, we can rationalize almost any situation. We can tear it down to the nitty gritty and find out, the logic behind things. However, we have to allow ourselves to feel it too. We can't just be a part of the world and separate from it, even though that is typically what an Aquarius does. But we have to allow ourselves to feel these emotions, to overcome it, to break these toxic cycles so that they don't repeat. And Aquarius, I have that you're definitely feeling creative, but you don't want to be held up with these emotional withdrawals from your spirit. Now, moving on into your hopes, I have the Seven of Wands. So you're really hoping to have gained some new boundaries with people. You're really hoping that people are taking you serious right now, because in Aquarius, we can be very humorous, but when we say something, you gotta listen, and if we're telling people enough is enough, or back off, or we're in our self-defense mode, or we're protecting ourselves, don't try us. We are a fixed sign. It is not going to end well for you. So you're just trying to create your boundaries, and you're trying to make people become well aware that if they cross that, they're going to have to see the negative side of you. And we're so good at anything we put our mind to, Aquarius, and we really don't want it to be something negative. So we want to keep our vibes high, so make sure that our boundaries are in place. Your fears are the Wheel of Fortune. You're really fearing change at this time. And Aquarius, you're on this card as well as Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And this is just kind of saying you're really fearful of relinquishing control. You really don't feel comfortable just putting it all in the divine's hands and saying, all right, give me what you believe, because we want to control things. We want to have some say over our destiny. And fixed signs, we don't like a lot of change. So just being mindful that not all change is negative, and sometimes that change is coming in to teach you a good lesson. Now, regarding outside factors, I have Page of Swords. And Aquarius, I've been getting this in all of my readings too. So Page of Swords are lies, spies, and cheats, to put it bluntly. These are gossips. These are people with prying eyes. They're saying little truths about you that are half true, but if people fact check things as they should, they would find out that it's way off. And typically if somebody says, oh, Aquarius did this or Aquarius did that, a lot of people are typically taken aback, because they know their personal experience with us, and it hasn't been like that. We've been good to people, and they know it. And however, there are people that just want to get people on their side, and so be mindful of people just teaming up to take you out because they are insecure with your strength. Other people, I have the Hierophant. So there could be a Taurus in your midst that is looking to gain this kind of control on you. They could be looking for ways to penetrate your boundaries. So be mindful at this time. And also traditions and expectations and conforming could be on their mind as well, because they're not understanding why you're not falling in line, Aquarius. And we don't fall in line, all right? Just all my cross watchers, Aquarius does not fall in line. You do not tell us what to do. We do what we want, and that's just how it is. And the reason that you can trust us to do what we want is because we have very good morals. We are humanitarians. We want to see the world be a better place. And you cannot micromanage us, and you cannot control us. And if you do, you will see a negative side of us, because if you think you're going to come in playing mind games with an Aquarius, you're really going to see that our air element is all about thoughts and all about the minds. And we are the fixed sign of the air element. So you're really playing with the queen of mind games. So don't make us use that negative energy side of us. We really don't like to, but we're so good at everything we do. So don't make it be revealing your negative assets and traits. Now the 9, or the aim for the position that you're going for, Aquarius, is a new start. You're just walking away. You don't care who you have to throw away in the past that didn't do right by you. You just kind of started realizing, all right, these people don't have my back. These people are lying and slandering my name. These people are telling half truths, and nobody's fact checking with me, you know? So you know what? You go hang out with those people that are probably going to negatively talk about you once I'm not in their midst. And so I'm going to walk away from it and make my happiest life. So good for you. And what to avoid is Two of Pentacles. So avoid making any big money decisions at this time or career decisions at this time, Aquarius, because we are going through an emotional roller coaster at this time. So I don't think playing with your finances would be a good directive to go at this moment. Now, the action is the Devil. And Aquarius, this means that you've got to tap into being a little bit more greedy with yourself. We can't just give, and give. And I know this was in Pisces reading as well. And we are just givers, you know. We just want to give and make the world a better place. And this says, you know what? People aren't giving to you right now. And so you've got to make sure that you're pouring some water into your own cup. And typically, you never want to pour out your water. You want to overflow your own cup with abundance. So those cups that are underneath you are runneth over, you know, they're running on the excess of water that you have to provide. And this says don't deplete your own reserves, because these people aren't deserving of that kind of energy from you. And unknown factors, I have Ace of Cups, and there's about to be a beautiful new start, a relationship, a proposal, a marriage, some kind of emotional happiness coming your way, Aquarius. And in your future outcome, I have the Sun. And this, like I said, is the most beautiful card. It's just joyous. It's success. It's material happiness. It's just feeling on par with yourself. And this is how you're going to feel, because you're balancing out. So definitely good for you, Aquarius. Everything in this reading is made more positive with that Sun card. To close out your reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card from Colette Baron Reed's deck, The Enchanted Map, and we're going to read directly from the book. And I have Dry Desert. Yes, don't be pouring out all your water, Aquarius. And here's the book, and you can find these decks in my description box below. And I have Dig Deep for Inspiration and Truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. Is your life presenting you with the opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? This card reminds you that there are times when you are meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. You're being required to conserve your energy until after consistent effort you reach the oasis you're searching for. Consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of their outer environment. In a desert, water essential for life can be found deep underground. Go within, deep within yourself. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you're asking about will not be found in the conditions you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within yourself. This may not seem like the most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is a most important place to find what's truly right for you. And that is so true, Aquarius. Our knowledge comes from the universe. That's where our water source comes from. We're an air sign, but we are the water bearer. And that water comes from the divine. It's intuitive downloads. We are very psychically gifted. And so you've got to trust in your own reserves, dig deep, and just know that you are never going to be without. So I hope that you liked this reading, and if you did, please hit that like button below, and I want you to comment on what resonated for you. I want to hear your thoughts, Aquarius, so please share those. And also hit the subscribe button, as most of my viewers are not subscribed. However, I do release weekly content and will be doing giveaways for my loyal subscribers moving forward. So thank you for visiting me today, and you have a great week. Bye, Aquarius.